Welcome, trainer. Admin Mike with you as always. Jeremy Temple also here.
What's up, gang?
Jeremy can say, yeah. So this is just, I guess you could call it an experiment. Um, Jeremy and I will now be running through a simulation of what might happen on draft night, just to prove to you and ourselves a little bit that this auction draft should work and that the point totals given to all of you will be plenty to draft at the very least a team of six.
Yeah, we're not proving to ourselves a little bit. We're actually proving to ourselves a lot
Yeah,
because
yeah.
there's really no proof that this is going to work. Although in theory, it should be fine.
And this is the only thing we need to test is the math, and this is what this is or will be.
Yeah. So basically, we're just going to run down
Um,
Pokemon. We're gonna just throw out some random.
that you can all find on the page.
Yeah, we're just gonna throw out some random bids. Like for example, we'll be like, Maestro Missy drafts Dragonite for. We're probably gonna err on the side of bidding too much as opposed to too little, just to make sure that we can
Hmm.
have our numbers right. And I see no reason
And
why.
this isn't.
But no, you please.
No. This isn't when we dish out the Pokemon, we'll give them to random people. We're not really putting any thought into this, but we are going to try to build a usable team. So don't look at the if we make a team for that's underneath that you don't like, don't take it personally.
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably try to account for like people actually having a draft strategy, like in drafting four sweepers, two walls or something. But we're not trying to. Okay, whatever. You guys get it. We're not perfect.
Yeah. All right. So without any further ado, Jeremy, what is the first Pokemon on the auction block?
The first Pokemon up for draft is Aegislash at 220.
220 minimum bid. So
220.
let's assume that he goes
Yeah, yeah.
right.
Let's
So let's
just
assume that he goes for
310 because it's the first Pokemon. It's an Aegislash. It's big. It's I mean, everyone's gonna be excited. It's like, oh wow, it's draft day. Let's
Mhm.
make a big statement. And so
Right.
Aegislash is gonna go for 320 to the Pittsburgh Porygons.
All right. So you'll get a little inside baseball here as to what we're going to be doing during draft night. We'll be able to keep track of rosters and bank on this screen. So Pittsburgh Porygon spends 310, and now his bank that was once 1400 goes down to 1090. And hopefully you will all be able to keep track of your own banks during the draft, just to double check our work. But we will be able to keep track of rosters and bank.
So do we want to have a little draft analysis after every pick? I mean, how's this gonna impact Gordon's team?
We don't know yet.
Right, exactly. Okay. All right, second Pokemon up.
Second,
Talonflame for 220.
Talonflame for 220. Okay, so people now know that 310 is the going price for this tier of Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe Talonflame goes for a little higher because someone really likes Talonflame.
Yeah, and just to play some interesting games here with like managing stock. How about we send Talonflame to Silverdile for 330?
I like I like it.
That takes him down to 940.
940. It's a lot. It's a quarter of his bank, but it's a big hitter.
Yeah. Another big hitter up next. The last 220, Greninja.
Greninja. I
I mean,
see I see someone overpaying for Greninja after seeing that 330 for Talonflame.
yeah, as do I. And I'm gonna say 350 to Swana Lake
Yeah,
because he's
you,
got points to spend.
you need those points to spend for 350.
Yeah.
All right, so the big three are now off the board.
Right. Now, Azumarill coming in at 200.
Azumarill, who got blocked out of the championship game.
Right. Azumarill 200. Gonna go for 250 to the Mighty Psyducks.
Ooh, a little low, but
Yeah,
probably what I would.
And just coming out of nowhere, seeing that low bid at 250, comes in Speedwagon Foundation, bopping Azumarill up to 280.
Yeah, during draft night, we will wait till the final bid is in.
Yeah, the program we're going to be running should be able to make sure that there is a final winner, and there's going to be no, oh, hey, wait.
This is messy now.
Yeah, this
okay,
is how we're actually doing.
So Speedwagon Foundation, Azumarill for 280.
See, Peasley thought he had it, but
I thought 250 would be enough for me to steal it.
Yeah, and that's a safe bid because I mean, if
it's a good bid.
You're happy with that if you get it, but you can't be too upset if you miss out. No,
right.
You still have
and it's as a little piece of advice I would like to give to everyone. Do that. Pick if you don't want to pay 280 for Azumarill, then don't. Say my limit is 260 for Azumarill, and if it goes above that, I'm out. And do that. Set those limits for as many guys as you can.
Yeah.
Draft smart.
Right. But Peasley now is getting a little passionate and angry. Peasley's upset. He's upset that he didn't get that Azumarill. So Peasley's coming for revenge on this pick.
He's
getting 300 for Rotom Wash with a minimum of 200.
A little high, but it is Rotom Wash.
Peasley doesn't want to be taken advantage of in this draft.
No. I hope you keep these narratives up for all 160 picks.
Well, we'll see.
Okay, so I think we have one more left in that purple tier.
Yeah, and it's Sylveon, the first, pure wall coming up in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
And going purely against character, Team Mohawk decides that he wants a wall with his very first pick.
Oh, wow. Hey, maybe he might be running Choice Spec Sylveon. That worked for me.
Maybe, yeah. But Team Mohawk decides to snag up the Sylveon at 300.
Another 300. And this is sort of what we expect the bids to be, just from the survey that I sent all of you. It's about these are a little high because they're the elite, but about 2/3 above 60% more than the minimum bid is probably where we expect a lot of these guys to land.
Can you fix the spelling of Ampharos in this name, please?
If you can tell me how to spell it. Oh, well, I see it.
Thank you, Peasley.
There we go. I don't know if the front part is right, but
whatever.
Okay, so we get into the orange tier now.
Yeah, no. So Dragonite now 180, nothing to sneeze at.
Throw a weakness policy on it.
People are a little hesitant to really commit.
It's the first guy of a new tier. They don't know what he's supposed to go for.
Nobody really knows where to go. But fortunately, we have a couple trailblazers in this. And the Golden
City.
Yeah, Golden City.
Oh no, it's Pokemon. You should be Goldenrod City Wartortles.
Well, it's Golden State Wartortles.
Yeah, but you have a GC.
How do I have a GC?
I don't know. You typed it.
I didn't type that. You made that list.
You gave me the name. All right, whatever. You're the GS Wartortles now.
Hold on, I gotta make sure.
It's Golden State. It's the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Golden State. I don't know.
You could be Goldenrod City Wartortles.
No.
All right. Golden State Wartortles now. So how much you paying? How much you guys paying for Dragonite?
Gets Dragonite for the bargain price of 110.
I don't think that's how that works, Jeremy.
No, that's not how it works. He actually gets it for 250.
Okay. That's about right. I think someone might overpay for Dragonite, but we'll let you 250 because someone wasn't paying attention.
Right.
Okay. Next up,
Scizor. And immediately after that pick, the Golden State Wartortles pick up Scizor for 240.
Very, very strange strategy from the Golden State Wartortles for 250 again. Golden State Wartortles down to 840.
Right. But, if you'll look, that's still on par with Silver Dial. I mean, it's 100 different, but
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
yeah. And so Chansey comes up at 180.
Could this be the turkey? Could we get 3 hits in a row for the Golden State War Turtles?
Unfortunately, yes. The Golden State War Turtles pick up Chansey, overpaying this time at 270.
Oh wow. Golden State War Turtles have a strategy and they're sticking to it.
Right. Just, ignoring that purple
Tier.
here entirely.
Not a bad play. There's only 5 of them. 6 of them. 5.
Right.
6.
I
lost my mind.
Picking up 2 strong physical sweepers and a great wall.
And over half of the league is still without a pick, which could very well happen this deep into the draft.
Right.
But
and up comes Clefable next.
Right.
And the Golden State War Turtles bid high.
Oh no.
Were outbid by the Tyrannostars, who decide that I'm the reigning 3-time champ. It's about time I get on the board here with a Pokemon I can build my team around. I am sick of this fairy weakness that I carried around with me through Season 3. I'm going to grab Clefable for 260.
There it is. Can you really build a team around a Clefable?
I don't know.
All right. He's going to try. If anybody can do it, it's the 3-time champ.
It's certainly possible.
Okay. Next
comes Conkeldurr for 180. And that's going to go to My Name's Blacka.
Yeah, it is.
Surprisingly, for just 190.
If anybody that has been drafted so far will be underbought, it's probably Conkeldurr.
I don't know about that, but he's pretty good.
That's my opinion.
And now in comes Garchomp at
Garchomp.
Garchomp. Everyone knows Garchomp. Everyone loves Garchomp. Garchomp goes high.
Yeah, it does.
For 310.
Wow.
To the heart of the cards.
Wow. New guy coming in strong.
Right.
Coming in hot.
Comes in hot, says Garchomp. I know Garchomp. Everyone knows Garchomp. People fear Garchomp. He was
looking at Garchomp before the draft started.
Right.
He wants Garchomp.
Yep. And up next is Ferrothorn.
Ferrothorn. Where's he going to go?
And, you have Magic Carpet Ride just sitting here saying, I don't have any Pokemon on my team. I think I'm going to throw out a bid for Ferrothorn.
This money's burning a hole in my pocket.
So Magic Carpet Ride throws out 310 for Ferrothorn. But at the very last second, Maestro Missy outbids him.
Oh, no.
20. Snagging
the Ferrothorn. No. Trouble in paradise.
And tensions run high.
Now, Jeremy, something to point out here. 3 of the guys with some of the highest point totals, CC Delta Squad, Ampharosimnus, and Resin Shurijon, they're just sitting there with all that money that they haven't spent yet. A couple 1500s and a 1400. They're waiting for something.
They're waiting for something, Peasley. And that something is named Bisharp.
Yeah, it is.
The CC Delta Squad looks at Bisharp with a minimum bid of 160, snags it for 220.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice little pickup.
Yep.
Next.
Up next, Breloom, also coming in at 160, snagged by the Speedwagon Foundation for 220.
Speedwagon. Ooh, strong compliment with Azumarill.
Right. And that brings
you said
even 1,000.
Nice. Well drafted by Speedwagon so far.
Yep. And now Mandibuzz firing out at 160. Snagged by Silver Dial for 270. An inflated price. Seeing how Mandibuzz
second flying type.
Yeah, it's not the smartest draft strategy. I'm not putting the most effort into this. But, Silver Dial, I've heard rumors that, he's always dreamed of
a flying team.
Yeah, having a flying type gym. And, this is a chance to do it. And up next is Sableye at 160.
One of the MVPs of the championship round.
Right. Snagged by the War Turtles
Oh wow.
for 290.
Busy War for 290.
Yep.
The most expensive member of the War Turtles.
Oh wait, no, that's way too high.
Yeah. And it would also cripple you down to
Yeah,
280.
220. Sorry, 220.
So the War Turtles have 350 left. They're going with the top heavy strategy.
Yeah, and
They have 4 guys. 350 is plenty at the bottom tiers, but I don't think we'll hear the War Turtles name for quite a while.
now up next is Gliscor at 160. And what was our like median bid for that?
Something around 300 maybe. Gliscor got bought high.
Really?
Somewhere definitely between 225 and 325.
Then how about
Something, it was high. It was higher. Some of them were higher than Talonflame.
yeah, how about 300?
300 to Razin Shuri, John.
No,
No. 1500 teams still waiting around.
it's gonna go to Magic Carpet Ride.
Okay. For 300. Okay. So the teams, we have 3 teams with multiple selections and 3 teams with 0 selections. Again, a strong possibility for the real thing.
Right.
So next after Gliscor is
Up next, Skarmory
Skarmory.
at 160. Gonna go for 250 to Team Rally Fortify.
I was hoping it would not go to Silver Dial. 250?
Yeah.
250. Okay. Rally Fortify, a good wall to fortify that defense.
Mm-hmm.
So next up.
Next up comes Slowbro at 160.
Interesting.
And that's going to actually go to CC Delta Squad
Nice little compliment.
for 210.
Slowbro for 210.
And up
Go
next,
ahead.
Gengar. 60. And that's going to go for 250 to the Golden State War Turtles.
Wow. So the Golden State War Turtles, 2 ghost types, 5 team members, 100 points left.
Yep.
Just shocking the world. 250 for Gengar, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
160 Tyranitar.
Versatile player.
And that's going to go for 240 to Raz and Shuri John.
There it is. Tyranitar, 240. Solid first pick. And that's if you can get that good of a value late, you don't need to draft all these fancy guys at the top.
Right. And up next comes Togekiss, 160. That's going to go to the Tyrannostars. You don't want to deal with it anymore.
How much?
For 270.
Yeah, loading up on the fairies. Doesn't want to make the same mistake twice. I'd like to see Drew win a 4th with an all-fairy team. I think that'd be very impressive.
Well, he's going to have to go up against...
Especially because Granbull isn't in the roster.
And so Volcarona, 160 now comes up.
Volcarona.
And that's going to go to the Mighty Psyducks for 220.
I'm not mad at that pick. I'll take nice little compliment with Rotom.
Yeah.
Rona, what I pay for? 220. Sounds good.
And up next comes Weavile. We're in the 140 tier now.
Ampharos, I would not wait this long for Ampharos to take a guy.
No, I wouldn't either. But
Personal opinion.
This is our hypothetical draft. Where
it is
possible.
He might draft 20 bottom tiers. Who knows?
Right.
So Weavile, base 160. What's he going for?
He's going to go for 210 to Team No Hawk.
gets that sweeper he missed on the first time around for 220.
Now Blissey comes up.
Let's see. Were we still in the orange tier?
Yes.
Okay.
Blissey at 140. Gonna go for 210
Mm-hmm.
to Am for Awesomeness.
There it is. Hopefully he has a strategy built around Blissey.
You know, it's certainly possible.
Next up.
Gothitelle, 140.
Interesting placement for Gothitelle in the orange tier, but
Hey, it's a good Pokemon. That Shadow Tag, man.
yeah.
And that's also going to go down for Awesomeness for 210.
He has an idea. He's gonna. I tell you what, that's already the beginning of a very annoying team. I would not want to play that team.
No?
I mean, it's going to be tricky. It's going to be a lot of shenanigans, I think.
Yep. And so now Gyarados up for 140. That's going to go for a cool 250 to Maestro Missy.
Ooh. Bidding it up. Here goes for 250. Next.
Magnezone for 140 is going to go for 200 to My Name's Blacka. Mamoswine, 140. Going to go for 190 to the Speedwagon Foundation.
190.
Now we're in the blue tier.
All right, so a quick scan of the remaining banks. Lowest remaining is Golden State Wartortles at 100. Pretty extreme example. Highest lift is Resin Shurijon with 1260. And so you see that it's probably about the OU tier gone, and everybody still has plenty of points to pick with for the most part.
Nope. Now Excadrill, 120.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to go to the Speedwagon Foundation for 150.
Nice little versatile team got going on here.
And up next we have Crawdon at 120, who's going to go to Silver Dial for 160.
He does not want to face any electric types. What'd you say, 160, right?
Yeah. Then comes Scolipede, who Magic Carpet Ride wants to bet the farm on.
Very much so.
And snag for 190.
You wonder if someone will try to raise it up on him just to see if he'll go that high.
Yeah. Up next is Starmie at 120. Going to go over to Swanna Lake for 200.
Steel at 200. A lot of water on Swanna Lake, appropriately enough.
Venusaur, 120.
Mm-hmm.
Going to head over to Heart of the Cards at 170, sorry.
Next.
Diggersby at 120. Going to head over to Team Rally Fortify at 140.
So pairing. Diggersby.
Halucha, 120. We'll give him to Peasley for 170.
170 for Halucha.
Klefki, 120. Going to go for 180 to the Pittsburgh Porygons.
What a steal on the Porygons.
His first pick since the first pick.
Yeah, actually. 180.
Yep. Metagross, a steal at 110, goes all the way up to 210 to Resin Shurijon.
Resin Shurijon, quiet. He knows what to do. He has an idea.
Superior at 110.